Oh man, so intense! What an experience! I'm so happy that I'm playing this game. We are back into another cave. Or maybe not. Oh, look at that! That is beautiful. That is beautiful for sure. 100% beautifulness. Awesomeness. Epic sauce on the walls. Man, this is beautiful! Such a big moon. Hopefully it is going to guide me home in a way. Please guide me home, big moon.
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Man, it is so beautiful. But always creepy in a way. You always have that creepy feeling. Man, I need a sip water here. What about the lights? It must have been someone who went off and lit them all up. Maybe we were going to meet up with the person who is talking to us, or reading to us, telling stories to us.
Of fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceiling.
But it's also very romantic in a way, to be honest, with all the light candles placed out, guiding you to a specific place, what it seems like. And this looks like, I don't really know why light up this place. Maybe someone is buried down here. And I can't tell you enough, this is a great experience. I mean, it is so hard to describe in a way as well, but man, it is just, I don't know. It is hard to describe. I guess you really need to play this game for yourself. But oh boy, it is so intense.
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls.
Incredible.
It seemed appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
A happy life. So the radio pole is behind us at this time. We must have made a lot of progress, and seems like there's another
From here,
place of
I
some
can see
kind
my
up ahead.
armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces,
Oh,
I
what?
consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Man. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Man! And here's all the boats! Look at that! Look at that! All the boats he was talking about. And I'm getting the chills again. Not sure why, but I'm getting the chills. Here's all the boats. We can see them. Oh man. So I guess we're gonna climb these stairs now. And in a way, this feels like a horror game. I mean, I'm prepared for something to happen, like a giant appearing behind the radio pole or something like that and tearing it off, but it never seems to happen. Who knows, they might just be building it all up until the very end and make you poo yourself. Oh.
The pain in my leg sent me blind for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection reaching for my heart from the waistband of my trousers. Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
Is that a man? Looks like there is another person up there. Oh man, I'm getting scared again. I'm getting scared again. Man, I don't like this. I need another sip water here. And now with the music in the
I've
background.
begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Ooh, the sounds. Where did that man go? And here we do have another note. And as he was proceeding on his journey. Alright. Oh. I do wonder about the end of this game. And has come near. What does it say? So hard to read some of the words. Maybe it's just me being bad, but I'm not gonna go into that now. And
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
And neither did he eat nor drink. I believe we have read that message before. I believe we have read that before. And that is making me nervous. Why is that message appearing again? And after all, we are actually getting closer to that blinking red light.
Returning to my car afterwards, hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
I don't like this. I don't like this. It could finally happen something. Nope. Let's get out of here. And it looks like there's huge paintings on this wall of the mountain. Oh. I'm seriously getting the chills. Man, this game is so intense in a way that I can't even describe it. It is crazy. Danger. Alright, let's go ahead and face danger then. And... pass that as made my journey. Oh, they are not making it easy to read up on the things, but man, the view is once again beautiful. From heaven. Certain words are very easy to pick up, but others are harder. Round me.
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking. Old bread and gull bones. Old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink. Old Esther walking with our children. Old Paul as ever. Old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Came into... Man, what are we gonna find up here? What are we gonna find up here? And now I'm beginning to get super scared again. I don't like the feeling I'm having right now. Stop doing that, wind. Stop shaking the fences. The sound is freaking me out. What are we gonna find in here?
I am the aerial. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jacobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
What is going on? Why? Also, in a way it's beautiful, but I can't really understand what's going on. Oh, we are a bird actually. We could see it by the shadow on the ground. This is so freaking beautiful in a way. This is a rad experience. It's like we finally are free in a way. Light from heaven. Man. Goosebumps. Oh man. Such a cool game. I believe this is the end though. Or I'm gonna be prepared. You never know. So what is going on? Can I move? No? I'm just listening to the sound of the water. Maybe I'm supposed to turn off the game from here. But I don't believe that. Must be something else. Back to the main screen perhaps? So we can pause the game, but nothing seems to happen when we jump back. That's strange. But yeah, I guess this is the end of Dear Esther. Thank you so much for watching this Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to try out this game for yourself. Man, it was a very special experience, so go ahead and try it out. You're not gonna be disappointed. But yeah, thanks for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day, and I will smell you later.